Okay, so as everyone knows by now, Megan the Stallion came out on Instagram Live and admitted that Tory Lanez was the one who shot her. Now, a lot of people were a little confused about the situation and really didn't know exactly who had shot Megan because of like one or two main things. Number one, she came out on Instagram again and spoke about it several weeks ago, which was surprising because the last that we heard from law enforcement was that it was an investigation for felony possession of a firearm by Tory, and that Megan had been shot. But people just assumed Tory had shot her. More than likely, it looked like that was the case, but no one knew anything for sure. So all this time, Tory has remained quiet, and he has allowed his lawyers and publicists to put out one statement for him. He personally has not said anything else. And that, folks, is the way you're supposed to handle an active investigation when you're involved in it. When you are the victim of an active investigation, you are not supposed to get on Instagram and post statements or do lives 4, 5, 6, 7 times, however many times she did, it was at least 4, and explain the situation that happened that night. Who is managing Megan the Stallion? Is this the thievery and work of Rock Nation? Because Jay Prince would never allow this shit to go on. This is a mess. Who is advising her to get up and describe the incident that happened that night? The second issue is there was never an arrest for on Tory for assault with a deadly weapon or attempted murder. If she was shot, which I believe she was shot, if she was shot, why hasn't he been arrested for deadly assault with a weapon? He was arrested for possession of a weapon when he's on paper for not being able to have a weapon. He can't have a weapon on him. So Megan, why are you on social media explaining 4 different versions of the story, but apparently you have not told the LAPD? Because the LAPD isn't even arresting him for shooting you? Who is advising Megan? You know, this is toxic. This is extremely toxic. She gets on live today and she says, once again, Black women are unprotected. And she was trying to protect a Black man, trying to protect Tory. Megan, if you're going to use this pandering statement of Black women are unprotected and then turn around and not protect yourself and not cooperate with law enforcement, then you're part of the problem, sweetie. You can't preach this Black women aren't protected message when you're not even trying to get justice for a nigga shooting you. You said you were shot in both feet. Turns out you were shot in one foot. You lied about that. That story changed on Instagram several times. Then today you said he shot you for no reason. That you weren't trying to fight him. You weren't arguing with him. he shot you for no reason. You mean to tell me a nigga shot you for no reason? You didn't do anything to him, and you're trying to protect him? You're part of the reason why black women are not protected, Megan. You can't say that. You can't make that claim. We can't. No one is gonna take black women seriously when you have this large platform and you're trying to, quote unquote, protect somebody that shot you for no reason. So no, black women are not protected because we don't even have the sense, according to your situation, to protect ourselves. Why would someone else protect you, Megan, when you're not even talking to the police? You want to talk to Instagram Live, but not the LAPD. If somebody shot me for no reason, I would be running to the district attorney's office yelling, "This nigga shot me." I wouldn't have time to get on Instagram and tell anybody on Instagram. Megan, you're part of the problem. You've got to stop with this. Black women are protected, but you won't even cooperate with somebody that shot you for no reason. I don't care what was going on with y'all. I don't care if it... First of all, why are you in a relationship with Tory Lanez? This is another reason why you can't say black women are not protected, Megan, because you're with a man who we all know does not protect black women. He has a history of physical abuse, Megan. So why did you put that aside and decide to allow this man to be in your company and be in your energy? And he doesn't have a hairline. He has a manufactured hairline. And he's not attractive. And he's 5 feet. You said today y'all were all in the car arguing. You in the car arguing with over Tory Lanez, Megan? A 4'9" woman abuser? There have been multiple public claims of women coming out saying, Tory hit me, Tory is abusive. You know that. You still got around that nigga and spent time with him, but you want to be like, oh, well, black women aren't protected. Then he shoots you. Oh, I'm trying to protect them. That's why I didn't talk to the police. Excuse me? Then she said, I didn't want to tell the police at first that he was the one with the gun because I'm scared of police brutality. Megan, you sounding like the Democratic National Committee right now, pandering to niggas. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. So you scared of the police, but you not scared of the nigga that shot you? You even got back in the car with the nigga that shot you, but then gonna come on live today and say, well, I didn't tell the police because I'm scared of police brutality and this is the LAPD. Megan, do you know as black women, we are more likely to die at the hands of another black man in a domestic violence situation over police brutality? 9 times out of 10, we probably won't be the victims of police brutality as high of a percentage as it would be for a domestic violence incident with somebody that looks like us. And I hate to say that. I'm not trying to dig on black men at all, but that is the truth. That is the truth. I've done my research. I follow websites. I follow Instagram sites. Black women are dying at the hands of black men multiple times a day. So, Megan, How are you scared of the LAPD, but you not scared of the nigga that shot you in your foot? Make that make sense. Now, I will give it to you. You have a right to be scared of the LAPD initially. I get it. They were yelling at you on the blowhorns. They were doing a lot when they pulled you over. But a month and a half later, you're still scared to the point where you still haven't talked to them and told them the truth? I just... I don't understand who's advising Megan. This is a shit show. This is a shit show. Her PR, Megan should have never said anything. Anything. Her publicist and lawyer should have released some type of joint statement on her behalf to the media that quoted Megan in saying, I'm glad that I'm healing, I'm doing well, or I thank God that I'm doing well. And right now, I'll be praying for myself and for everyone else involved. That should have been all she said. And it shouldn't have come from her mouth. That is a professional statement that should have been released from her publicist and her lawyer. That's it. She should have never even gone on live. Because you know if you go on live, you're going to get those questions. She should have just posted stuff on Instagram and her story and limited her comments. That's all she should have said. Because even as recently as yesterday, Megan said she was walking away and had her back turned when she was shot. She just added that piece in yesterday. So there's so much contradicting information just from her Instagram posts and her Instagram lives that there would be a good chance that Tory could get off. I'm seeing a lot of social media comments right now saying, oh, Tory going under the jail. He going to jail. He's done for. They deporting him. Tory getting life in jail. I beg to differ because Megan is not cooperating. And now she's been untruthful and she's changed her story. So now she's not necessarily viewed as being reliable. And so now it's like you have to figure out what is the truth. And now she said so much that lawyers can turn, flip, and flop stuff that she said and use it against her. If she would have just never said anything at all and told the police what happened instead of telling Instagram from the jump, Megan would have been good. And for some reason, part of me thinks that she still doesn't want that nigga to get arrested. That's why she's coming out with 15 million, 11 different stories saying she never saw who shot her because her back was turned. It's, but she knows it's Tory. I mean, do I think Tory shot her? Yeah, he shot her. Do I think he shot directly into her foot? No. But if somebody shoots at me and misses and bullet fragments get in my foot, I'm going to say I was shot. I don't care if the whole bullet in my foot or not. I'm going to say I was shot. I'm going to tell the LAPD I was shot. I'm not going to get on Instagram live and tell anybody that or post it on Instagram, but I would tell the LAPD I was shot. And so I'm not making an excuse for that. Megan shouldn't have been talking to Tory in the first place. He's trash. He's trash. How can you expect to be protected by a black man that has a history of not protecting black women? I don't understand that. You can't let somebody like that take up your space and energy. So, like I said, she's given so much contradicting information to the public and hasn't given the truth to the LAPD that I believe, contrary to popular belief, Tory has a chance of getting off or getting like a long probation. So, and at the end of the day, I think that's what Megan wants. I still don't think Megan wants him to go to jail. She doesn't, which makes no sense to me. I don't care who you are. If you shoot me, as she said, for no reason, why am I protecting you? For what? To me, that is attempted murder. For what type of, and so that brings me to my question and the topic of this video. Why are black women so toxic? Why are black people so toxic? But I'm staying on black women right now because we're talking about Meg. This is toxic. We know Tory is toxic. We've been known Tory is toxic. Tory is trash. He's a piece of shit. We get it. Megan, you're new in this game. You come into this game and you are displaying just as much toxic behavior. Like the toxicity is just rampant with you as well. How toxic do you have to be to where somebody shoots you for no reason? You are the victim of a shooting and you refuse to talk to police and you're still trying to protect him. It takes you a month and a half to name him as your shooter. That is toxic. That is toxic and that is uncalled for. So I really don't like this black women are unprotected narrative when she's not even trying to do the right steps or proceed with the right things to make sure she's protected. And she failed on that from the start by even allowing Tory into her space with his background. I don't buy the black women are not protected narrative when you get up on Instagram Live to address the quote unquote haters or the bitter hoes or the mad hoes, but you won't go to the LAPD to tell them I've been a victim of a shooting and this is who shot me. What kind of sense that is so ratchet. She says she's ratchet and she's a savage. Fuck it, I believe it. That is disgusting, Megan. Why are you protecting somebody that shot you? Why are you even talking on, I can't believe I've never heard of anyone talking on Instagram like this for an active case where she's the victim. So I believe Tory's going to get off. I believe because she's so toxic, that's what she ended up wanting. I still don't think she wants him to go to jail. She wants him to be able to get off. That's toxic. Also, in unrelated news, the reason why I'm focusing on black women is because I have such a difficult time with them. You know, I try to support black businesses. I've ordered something from a black business. This heifer refuses to give me a shipping number. She can't give me a tracking number. It's like pulling teeth. Why, when I try to support black business, I'm not willing to spend my money and not get anything back in return anymore. I'm tired of doing that. Why are y'all so toxic with business? Why are y'all so toxic and so difficult with other black women and other black people, even in business? I'm giving you money. Why is it like pulling teeth to get the product that I paid you money for? What type of sense does that make? I have a friend right now who asked a person at their church to take, who's a photographer, to take pictures for her business website. This man will not give her all of the pictures. It has been a month and a half. He refuses to give her all of the pictures. He's ducking, dodging, ignoring. And we can't figure out what the reason is. And the messed up thing about it is, I don't know if I can't remember if I mentioned this. This is somebody at her church. Why are we so toxic with each other? Why are we so difficult with each other? If it was somebody white, would we be that difficult? Would we be just as difficult? You know, I've had difficulty at work with black women. I've really had difficulty at work with black women. Usually if I'm at work, if I work with black women, I usually get along with a very specific certain type of black woman or a much older black woman. And otherwise, there's always gossip, mess, difficulty, pettiness, shade. I've worked in a lot of different places, in a lot of different cities. I can't name one problem I've had with a white person on my job. I can't name it. Not one. But I can give you the name of about 10 black people that I've had work my nerves and be completely difficult with me on various jobs. Why are we so toxic with each other? Why are we so difficult with one another? What is this toxic mentality? Why can't it just be simple? You know, it's just, I don't know why black women are so toxic with one another. I don't know why black people are toxic to one another. I don't know why black men are toxic to black women. You know what? I actually do know why, but I really can't get into all of that right now because it's too deep. But I just see a lot of people on social media feeling bad for Megan and saying, oh, Tory's going to jail. And I just wanted to come on here and give my perspective because I don't appreciate the example that she's setting for black women on her platform at all. I don't appreciate how she's handling this at all. This is very sloppy. This is very sloppy. And it's important that people take black women victims seriously because there are so many. And in order to be taken seriously, you have to take yourself seriously. Like, you are a victim. You need to get justice. You don't play around on the internet about something as serious as being shot, Megan. This is setting people who are real victims back. So I'm disappointed. Let me know your thoughts.